Hi guys, welcome to Algorithms Made Easy. In this video, we'll see the question add one row to tree. Given the root of a binary tree, then a value v and a depth d, you need to add a row of nodes with value v at the given depth d. The root node is at depth 1, that is we are considering. The adding rule is that given a positive integer depth, for each non-null tree node, we need to create two tree nodes with value v. And that node's original left subtree should go to the left subtree of the new left subtree, and its original right subtree should go to the right subtree of the new node that we have added in the right. If the depth is 1, that means we need to add a node at root, and so we create a tree node with value v as the root, and whole of its original tree would go into the left of the root. So that's all about the question. Let's see an example and then we'll get to know more about it. So let's take this tree, and at depth d equal to 3, we need to add the nodes with value as 1. So here we can see that the root node will be at depth 1, this will be at 2, and over here at depth 3, we need to add the nodes with value as 1 and then attach these trees to the left and left of these particular nodes that we will be adding. So now this becomes our resultant tree. So as 3 was in the left of 2, it would be the child of the left node that we have added for 2. And since 5 was also in the left, it would become the left child of the left node that we have added for 6. And over here, there was no right child, so the right child would become null as it was in the earlier case. And over here also for 6, there was no right child, so right child would become null as originally. So that's all about how we need to insert the nodes. Now, if you compare the input and the outputs, you will see that the nodes are changing after the depth 2. What is this depth 2? It is the depth given to us minus 1. After this, because we need to add these nodes with value given and then again reconnect the original tree nodes into the respective positions. So what we do over here is that till this we do nothing. The tree remains the same, but as we reach depth minus 1, that is the depth given to us, minus 1, we'll take its lower nodes in a temp variable. So we start with the left node, we take it in a temp variable and then attach a new node of the value that is given to us. To this node, we'll attach the temp node that we have taken in its left. Similarly, we do it for its right. Because there was no node attached to 2 in the right, so there was nothing in the temp, or we can say that the temp value was null in this case, and so nothing got added beyond this. If we do this similarly for 5, we'll take this 5 in a temp variable and then attach this node with value 1 over here and then attach 5 to it. Similarly, we attach its right child. So this gives us the output. So now we know that we need to keep everything same till d minus 1 depth. After that, we can use this temp variable as we have seen. If we are using a iterative way, we'll be using queue, and in that case, we'll be having this particular level in my queue, and then on that particular queue, I'll be performing the operation of attaching this left and right. So this is all about the question and how we will solve it. Let's go and code for it so that you will better understand that how it is happening. So over here, the first base case that was given to us is that if the depth is 1, we need to put that element to its root and attach the whole subtree to its left. So let's write the code for that. So this is the case for 1, that I'll take a node with the value that is specified, and to this node I'll attach my whole tree that is in the root to its left and return the node. And if this is not the case, we need to insert the given values node at the level d. So we'll take a helper method for that. So over here I've taken this values that are given to us. So I'll take this root node, or let's say node, over here, the depth that at which we need to insert it, the value that we need to create the node with, and the current depth at which we are. If my node is null, I can simply return Otherwise, I need to check if my current depth is equal to depth minus 1, then I need to do the insertion operations and the shifting of the node by taking it in the temp variable and then inserting everything. Otherwise, what I'll do is I'll simply call insert on the left and on the right. So let's copy this. Now what goes into this particular loop or this particular if condition is that I'll first take the left node in a temp variable. Now I need to attach a node that is with the value v to my node.left. After I am done with this, I need to attach this temp node to the left of this newly attached node, which would go into left.left. Similarly, we need to do it for the right as well. So let's take right in my temp node, and then node.right would be new tree node with the value v, and its right would become my temp. So this would take care of taking the value in temp and attaching the new node with the value v, and then reattaching that node that was held into the temp to its corresponding left and right parts. Now, how do we use this? We just need to call this insert method over here on root. Then we have given depth, so we'll give d, we'll give value, and then we'll give current depth as 1 because root is at depth 1. And once everything is done, just return the root. That's all about this. Let's run this code. And we are getting a perfect result. Let's submit this. And it got submitted. The worst case time complexity over here could go to the number of nodes that are present in the tree, that is n, and the space complexity would also go to O of n to store the recursion stack. So that's about the recursive way of doing this. What do we need to do in order to change it into a iterative solution? For this iterative solution, we would not need this method, but we would still need these operations because these are standard operations that we need to perform in both recursive and iterative version. Over here, this condition would remain the same. We'll be returning the root as well, but this insert would go from here, and over here we'll take a queue. In the queue, initially we'll add the root variable or the root node, and then we'll try to iterate over this tree. So firstly, till we are reaching the d-1 level, we need to do nothing. Once we reach the d-1 level, at that level, all the nodes that we have are the ones that we'll be needing for further processing. So for that, we'll need a variable that is current depth. Let's take this variable itself. And this would be 1 initially. And we need to loop while my current depth is less than d-1. And in this while loop, we'll take a temporary queue. So inside this, as we write for our normal operation, we say while queue is not empty, we would need to remove an element and then add its left and right into the queue. But over here, we'll not add in this queue, we'll add in the temp queue because these left and rights would be for the next level. So what this loop is effectively doing is that it is trying to put all the nodes at a same level in the temp node. And this same level is nothing but the level which is current depth plus 1. After we come out of this loop, we will increase our current depth and we'll put all the nodes that we have found in temp into our queue. So what is happening over here is, while I am at d-2 level, in that case, this temp queue would contain all the elements or all the nodes from d-1 level. And while I am doing this queue equal to temp, I am getting all those nodes into my queue. So after I have terminated this while loop, I'll have every element on the level d-1 in my queue. Now I need to perform all the operations that are present over here. So we'll again take a while loop while this queue is not empty. So now over here in this while loop, what I want is, I want to perform all these operations. So I'll take this and I'll paste it over here, and I want this node. So I'll take tree node, and this is nothing but queue.remove, the node that we are removing from the queue. So that's it. Let's delete everything that is not required and let's run this. So it runs perfectly fine. Let's submit this, and it got submitted. So the time complexity still stays O of n, as in the worst case we are going to iterate over all the nodes, and the space complexity would be the maximum number of nodes that can be there for a level that are going to go in my queue or this queue. So that's it for this question, guys. I hope you liked the video, and I'll see you in another one. Till then, keep learning, keep coding.